Well, it's mid-June and it's been kind of cool in the mornings. So I'm wearing my long sleeves today. I will be riding in traffic this morning, so it's a Monday morning and a lot of people going to work. So I am going to wear my fluorescent shirt, try to be as visible as I can, and the winds are picking up. And for me, riding in the wind is no fun. So I'm going to try to beat the big winds today. I think the winds are going to get up to about 20. So I'm going to take a ride this morning. I think I'll ride on the greenway some and then stop at the end and get some biscuits with gravy. Let's get my light going here. I like to use a flashing light when I'm riding in traffic. Again, just try to be as visible as I can. I've got a backlight here. It's just a normal light. It's not the red, but I think it does a pretty good job. Well, guess what? That light needs to be charged. Okay, I think I just didn't push the button in far enough because it started up a moment ago. Well, now it's not. There it goes. I don't know how much charge I have in here, but I have an extra light if I need it. And again, I like the flashing. I know that most people have a red light on the back. Actually, I found this laying on the pavement on the greenway, and it's been a pretty good light. Not sure whose cat this is. It's kind of curious about me and the bike. Friendly cat. Got some neighborhood cats that run around here. I am glad I have on long sleeves this morning. Sometimes when you get on the bike, it might feel like it's kind of warm or hot outside, but once you start moving, it can get pretty chilly. I'm sure by the end of the ride I'll have to take off the long sleeves. And just one quick safety tip. Usually when I'm in an intersection, cars coming, whatever, I always hold part of the brake. There you go, have a green light. And what that does is prevents the motor from being engaged, so I don't accidentally hit the throttle and lurch out into traffic. Traffic's not too bad this morning. The wind is starting to pick up pretty good. I don't like riding in wind. That's why I'm riding early this morning. Winds here have been around 15 to 20 miles an hour during the day. And even on an e-bike, you get blown all over the road. Got to watch out for these trash cans. Sometimes they end up in the bike lane. Well, people often make jokes about army food, military food, but if you've been in the military, like I have, you would probably agree with me that the breakfasts are amazing. And I remember you could go through the chow hall and get everything you wanted to. I think you could even go back for seconds. They would make omelets, really good omelets, but I think the best part of the Army breakfast was the biscuits with gravy. I've never had any biscuits with gravy quite like that. If I ever get back to a military base at some point, I'm definitely going to see if I can get through the chow hall. I'm going to let this bus come by, and then I'm going to cross the road and get on the greenway. A lot of traffic out here on this road, but it usually is. Yep, another one coming from the back. Rear view mirrors. Make sure you have one. Alright, let's just pull over here. I'll tell you one thing about e-biking, at least in traffic, is you definitely have to have some patience. And you can't be in too much of a hurry to try to pull out in front of a car or a bus, because you'll end up paying the price. Better just to wait and let the traffic clear. Alright, finally made it across. Alright, now I'm on the greenway. And there shouldn't be too many people out here this morning on the greenway. Well, I did have to shed the long sleeves. It is getting hot out here now. And make sure I stay hydrated. Well, the Roanoke Greenway's been here for at least 20 years, but I never spent much time on it until a few years ago when I got an e-bike. And I have to say, I love it. They keep expanding it. I think it's probably a total now of about 20 or 25 miles you can ride. And there are some places, nice scenic places along the greenway, places to stop and take a break. Usually there's some soccer fields and baseball fields. You can stop and watch people play ball. There are a few restaurants, a couple of breweries, things like that. So anybody who wants to take a road trip and ride your bike, I definitely recommend Roanoke, Virginia's Greenway. There's some parks on the greenway. When I take my little granddaughter riding, we have to do all the parks, stop at all the parks. There's about 3 or 4 of them. And some ball fields. Well, I just remembered that I went the wrong way because they're tearing down a bridge. There's a bridge up here, and they say it's going to take, they just started a couple of weeks ago. And there's a bridge they're tearing down, so the greenway is closed here. But that's okay, I'll just cut through the grass. There's the bridge. Well, I've said many times before that I really love to ride my e-bike, and one of the reasons is because it gets me out of the house and I get to reconnect with nature a little bit. This is a very pretty place to ride. I love to see the rivers and the wildlife and all the great outdoors. Yes, sir. Well, there are some homeless people, quite a few homeless people that camp down here on the Greenway, and I don't mean to be callous, but if you stop every time somebody asks you for money, you'll be broke. And I do try to help some people. There are a couple of people down here that I might bring some food or give a little bit of money to now and then, but usually with some of these strangers, I don't stop. You never know what you're going to get yourself into. And in fact, I do carry some pepper spray down here on my handlebar extension. I've never had to use it. I really got it mainly for dogs. And truthfully, it would probably be kind of hard to get it out in an emergency situation if I was moving. But I guess psychologically it makes me feel better to have some pepper spray there. There is one guy down here I try to help out. He's in a wheelchair. Maybe he hangs around down in this area, so I might see if I can find him. Another thing I love about riding my e-bike is I can just get out and explore. Here he is. I found him. I don't know how to get back in there. How do I get back in there? Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. What's that? School's out. Well, he's doing all right. He lives out here in the winter time and the summertime, and I just like to stop by and check on him sometimes. Let's go up this hill. Oh yeah! Wow. Bike has a lot of power. Say hi. Say hi, buddy. Yeah, good boy. Good boy. What kind of dog is this? Collie?
No, he's an Australian Shepherd.
Oh, he's beautiful.
Yeah. He's about 3.5 years old now.
Oh, yeah? What's his name?
His name is Opie.
He's shot.
Yeah,
E-bikes are a great way to get around downtown. Don't have to worry about parking. But you do have to watch out for people, because it's very busy. Try to give enough room off to the parked cars on the right in case somebody opens the door or pulls out. You're right on red here. This is the Roanoke City Market. It can be a busy place, especially on the weekends. All right, here's my restaurant right over here, called Ernie's. Well, I try not to leave the bike out of my sight. In some cases I will chain it up. There's really no good place here to chain it, but I did buy a bike alarm a few weeks ago, and it seems to work pretty well. This part stays in my saddlebag, and I arm it. And then, if somebody moves the bike, it'll chirp at them. And then, if you keep moving the bike, it'll give an ear-piercing alarm sound. I'm not going to do it here because I don't want to disturb people eating. Well, there was almost a crisis because the waitress thought they were out of biscuits with gravy. It is getting a little bit late. It's about 10:30 now. They're running out of food. But the good news is she found one. So mission accomplished. Well, thank you for riding along today. Be sure to subscribe for more rides. Appreciate you watching.